Yesterday, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman compared ChatGPT-5 to the Manhattan Project. Yes, the same project that ended World War II and invented the frickin' atomic bomb. So, yeah, eye safety might be a bit of a concern. It is August 2nd, 2025, and you're watching the Daily Dose of AI, the only show where hallucinations are a feature, not a bug. And while OpenAI is busy scaring the public into respecting their new toy, Meta just said, "Nah, we good," to the EU's AI Code of Practice, sparking a whole new wave of transparency drama. Meanwhile, regulators are finally crawling out of their dusty basements. The SEC appointed its first ever chief AI officer and launched a task force to deal with AI in finance. Oh, and Microsoft dropped the new Windows 11.24 H2 update with more Copilot, deeper AI integration, and probably more reasons to click "Remind me later" for the rest of eternity. But let's rewind, because none of this chaos is random. In the last 6 months, AI has gone from cool science demo to global existential threat faster than your startup pivoted from Web3 to AI to bankruptcy. OpenAI's GPT-5 is reportedly smarter, more stable, and potentially terrifying. Sam Altman just told an audience that ChatGPT-5 is so powerful, it deserves Manhattan Project level oversight. Not subtle, not reassuring. He called for global governance, technical safety boards, and more ethical frameworks, after deploying it to millions of users without any of those in place. On the other side of the Atlantic, the EU just kicked off the enforcement phase of the AI Act, requiring companies to provide documentation, source citations, and detailed safety guardrails. Google and OpenAI said, sure. Meta said, LOL no, because if there's one thing Meta hates more than VR headsets collecting dust, it's accountability. Let's start with GPT-5. Altman claims it's exponentially more capable than GPT-4, with longer context windows, better logic reasoning, and fewer hallucinations. It's trained with a mix of text, code, images, and audio, and probably your grandma's browser history. And yes, it's multimodal by default, with early testers saying it feels like talking to a smart, sarcastic super assistant. But Altman warned that we're approaching AGI, and if we're not careful, the world could change overnight. Cool, sleep tight. Meanwhile, Meta's refusal to sign the EU AI Code of Practice is bold or reckless. The code requires things like clear model disclosures, mitigation strategies, and, not lying to regulators. OpenAI and Google said, yeah, we'll play ball. Meta said, we'll keep you posted. Translation, we have threads to fix and metaverses to bury. And just when you thought AI couldn't get more regulatory, the SEC swooped in with an AI task force. They even appointed Dr. Tasha Young as the first chief AI officer to oversee algorithmic trading, market manipulation, and, presumably, future AI-driven Ponzi schemes. Wall Street bros, beware. The SEC is watching your Python scripts. And finally, Microsoft just dropped Windows 11.24 H2, the AI update nobody asked for. Now with AI-powered system recovery, Copilot plus tools baked into File Explorer, and a smarter search that still kinda sucks, the new AI recall feature can remember everything you've done on your PC, which is amazing, unless you value privacy, in which case, good luck. What we're seeing here is the corporate version of a Cold War arms race, but with less nukes and more neural nets. OpenAI is publicly screaming for safety while simultaneously selling subscriptions. Meta is dodging regulations like it's a sport, and the SEC is finally realizing that letting AI run financial markets is a bad idea. Only took them 5 years. Meanwhile, every update from Microsoft feels like Clippy got reincarnated as HAL 9000. But here's the thing, these aren't just headlines. They show where we're heading. AI's now too big for tech companies to handle alone. Governments are waking up slowly, and developers, you, are stuck building on APIs that change weekly and come with 500-page compliance docs. So, what does all this mean for you? If you're a developer, expect more rules, less clarity, and AI tools that both empower and gaslight you at the same time. If you're a company, pick your poison, ship fast and break laws, or comply and fall behind. ChatGPT-5 might be the future, but the future feels like a fever dream right now. Smash that like button, subscribe if your GPU hasn't melted yet, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next AI meltdown. Stay safe, stay skeptical, and stay tuned for more AI updates.